Hello Stamper, welcome to Frenchie's video. I'm Frances Martin, independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up, and today it's a tip video on mailing your handmade card. So before we get started, I want to say this is not a guarantee that it's going to be at the post office, but it's a guidance that it should help you. I don't want to that you say, oh well, Frenchie said I just needed this of stamps or so on. It could be the weights, many factor, but this is going to be a very basic way to get your guidance. Also, I went on the USPS.com and oh, this is not don't belong here, and I got this printout here, size for the letter. And why am I doing this video? It's after that we were talking about paper pumpkin and people said they didn't like the note card because they couldn't mail it. That is not correct. We can mail the note cards. So here are the regular size for mailing. It cannot be anything less than 3.5 and less than 5-inch long. So that it's exactly our note cards. It is 5, well, the envelope it's 5 1/8, 5 1/4 about, by 3 3/4. So the note card itself, it's 3.5 by 5 when it's closed. And to share with you exactly that it works and so on, I mail myself some cards, so then you can see for a fact how it works. So I got the list over here. So the minimum it's 3.5 and the length it's 5. And for the maximum, for a regular stamp set we're talking about, but that we're going to play with the thickness also. It's the max it's 6 1/8 and the length 11 1/4. Here is the magic thing here, and I should highlight this here. This is the main factor that play for our card. It cannot be more than 1/4 inch of thickness. So the minimum it's 0.007, so you cannot send like a vellum just like that in the mail. It have to be solid enough to pass in the machine. So 1/4 inch. Well, in the past, this is about 1/4 inch. Somebody said it don't work. Our old trimmer, it was about I say 1/4 inch. I always had luck with this. Now we don't have this, so we're gonna do our own mailing guide. If you go at the post office, you're gonna see them. They do have a mailing guide there. And so the way that I did mine, I went at 2.5, and I started at 1 inch here, I think. 2.5, 1 inch, and then I'm gonna go to 7.5. And this is exactly half a sheet, so it measures 5.5 by 8.5. Lift this, and let's go at 2 3/4. So that's going to give us our 1/4 inch of thickness. So that's going to be our guide to see how it works. One sheet of cardstock will not be enough because it's too flimsy and it's going to be easy to not have the accurate thing. So I would say use the thick cardstock and use 2 or 3 layers, and then you're going to have a strong guide for your mail. Again, this is your mailing guide. It's only an estimate, but in my experience, the estimate it's pretty slick to accurate. Now I'm going to go ahead and glue this one in the back that I already done. Just because the thicker I think the better it's easy to slide your card. So I'm going to push this down here. Here we go. So now I got a very good opening. So if I pass this through, see, it go in, and it go in, it go in, and it go in. Now let's say that your card would be this thickness, See, it don't slide in. Well, this one slide, but I had to really, this was wiggling. If it catch in it, see it's catching, that should take an extra stamps. Now, let's start with the beginning. So here is a note card. And like you can see, it went in the post office. It came back to me. And I think that was a paper. No, it was one of those kits. You are so kind. It's nothing written in it. I just send it to myself to share with you that yes, you can mail a note card with just a regular stamp set. And again, this is all for the US. If you're in another country, sorry, I cannot help you. I don't have no clue of the thing there. This one here, I don't know what I mailed, but we're going to see quickly. One came from Alaska. Here it is, Fairbanks, Alaska. When I went to Alaska, way back in May, I was planning this video, I sent myself a card. You can see, I want you to see, you get some pokey there. That means I had embellishment in there. So let's open this up. Okay, see what's wrong with this card? Many people are saying, oh yeah, when I send my card with embellishment, I put it, see this way, inside out. Well, you see what's going to happen? All the inside of your card, when you had written, you're going to have all those pokey. Personally, I think it looked very not so good. So that is not my recommendation to send your card upside down like this. That it's up to you. It's just my personal choice. I think that you would get the card, it would be like this. It's written, but see, you get all those pokey. So that's up to you. That's with embellishment. Some of you like to put it upside down. That's up to you. The embellishment are very safe, though they don't move around. So that's one thing. Now you bet you can mail in a clear envelope. I absolutely love this. I think it's very appealing to go in your mailbox, grab the mail, and boom, you get the thing here. One thing though, you want it have to be non-machinable surcharge. So it's like 71 cents, I think. So I call it the blue butterfly. You can pass it in the machine though. Those one are like the surcharge, the 2 ounce. I get better luck when I put non-machinable. So that's the difference. If your card, it's more than what they talk about the ounces someplace in there. If it's more than 2 ounces, this is, see, 2 ounces and more. That's the stamps that you would need. This one here, it won't go in the machine, so it have to be hand pass. Okay, that's the difference. It's the same value of the stamps though. So this one, you want to make sure that you put the stamp set on the outside. I know many of you would like, or did in the past, put inside. That's a no-no. It have to be that they can stamp the stamp. Okay, I like to put an extra sheet, or some people like to put a post-it note, doesn't matter, with the address so it don't ruin the back of the card. But voila, now you get your card. Like I said, I just took a card, mail it to myself. Yeah, I did mail quite a bit of card to myself just to share with you how it worked. Okay, now this one here, it's, I don't know what I mailed myself. Like I said, some of them been mailed a long time ago. So let's open this one up. I think it's in the dark. Oh, embellishment again. So here is in the embellishment, one thing that you can do. I got an old postcard that I was using, and you see you get the pokey there. So if you get old cardstock, embossing cardstock work wonderful for a layer with embellishment because it's all different variation up and down. That worked wonderful. See, it was nothing, barely nothing. You get a little bit, but not much. And see, boom, all stay in place. Now I'm going to open this up. Boom. This is one thing that I want to bring to your attention. You see how filthy dirty that card is. Well, for me it is filthy dirty. I don't know if the video shows. See all the black? So anytime that's not long ago that I learned that. It's doing a team challenge or whatever, people would say, or somebody would send me a card that it's especially the black. It's the color that tends to rub on. So my best advice, if you got a piece, a card that it's white, not white, but black on the edge or inside. This one, I should have a full card here. I would put a full insert with the card, so that way where you write, the inside would not be this dirty. So how do you do a full insert? I will have the link at the end. I'm looking here. I did a bunch. I did a video just on that not long ago. I'm looking. Here it is. I get one. So you get a few different ways. So you can have a loose or tie it all up. But this is what I would do, a full insert, if your card it's a dark, especially the black one. So then when you send your beautiful handmade card that you spend so much time, you won't have all that black stuff in. So keep that in mind. Or you can put, another thing that you can put, if you don't want to do the full insert, you can take just a cheap piece of copy paper and put it in there, like, you know, like when you get some wedding invitation, sometimes you get that vellum in the, it's kind of a see-through little vellum. You could put just like a little insert on top of that, so then that insert going to get dirty, but not the rest, if you don't want to put a full insert. So you can these is just foam. Sometimes you get stuff in the mail or package, whatever, you just get the foam. Or Holly did the hardwood floor in her house, and it was all that tape, that foam thing in between all that piece of wood, whatever. So we got a load and a load of this. So this worked lovely also to put on top of the bling. Or if you get cardstock, you can emboss them, and again I recommend that you use white or cream for this. So then your card itself, let's say this would be white, and if this would be black, boom, you know what would happen. So a lot of the time, even if you get bling, you do not need extra postage, but you want to put something in the front so it will not catch in the machine, because this is rolling machine, and if it's nothing, it's a good chance it's going to put, especially when you get big embellishment like that. The only thing you want to make sure when you put it in your envelope that you use your mailing guide, and if it fits smooth, then you should need, excuse me, I get something in my throat. You shouldn't need an extra postage. If it's more, if it catch, I get a little something poking in my throat. Let's see that your card, it's very thick. See, this don't go, see it bend the paper. Yeah, you can make it fit, but it don't slide smooth. You're going to need extra postage. If it slides smooth, then you don't need extra postage. Another thing, it go by the weight, but the weight usually, if it fit in this, the weight's going to be good, except if you put a ton of pennies for a layer or metal for a layer, that can play a trick. So I hope that this tip video gonna help you on mailing your product. I'm gonna have how to make your guide on my blog. Like I said, you cut a slit in the middle of this, and like you can see, I got 3 or 4 layers here, and I recommend that you do quite a few layers. So then it's going to be solid. Just one, it's easy to slide through. So more solid, harder it is to slide through. So hope this is going to help you. Like I said, note cards are friendly, absolutely friendly. What it's not friendly, if you read on, and I will put the link on this on my blog. If you read square card, if it's a perfectly square, like 4x4, 6x6, 5x5, or so on, yes, you need extra postage on a square envelope. So I'm going to have all these tips on my blog. Thank you so much for watching. and happy stamping, my friend. Till next time, have a great day.